What is abuse to you?
It is neglect and ignorance towards another person's feelings, physically and emotionally.
What is violence to you?
Um, Violence is intentionally hurting someone. It doesn't even have to be physical, it can be emotional as well.
How do you think we should stop this?
I think we need to have more awareness of this issue and realize that just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening, and people need to learn more about it because a lot of people think that violence is just physical and it's not. So we need to be more aware of the emotional side of it as well.
Why do you think this happens?
I think it happens because people get too comfortable with the person that they're with. And it's not the victim's fault, and I don't think that it should be treated that way, but a lot of times we just accept it because we think that it shows that they care for us, but really it's not. And I think that the person who does give violence thinks that they have control over the other person, and we need to realize that that's not okay and stop it.
What's violence?
I think violence is any kind of harm that someone tries to inflict on someone else, whether it's like emotional, physical, mental, some stuff like that.
Why do you think it happens?
I think when people have emotions that they don't know how to deal with and they lash out in ways that they are familiar with.
What's to you?
Violence is some form of one person hurting another person
Why do you think it happens?
out of anger or out of just trying to get even with somebody or trying to accomplish something like with wars and stuff, trying to gain areas of territory and other things, so they use violence to conquer it.
Abuse is when you use or do something for a bad purpose, and I think abuse happens because there's something going on in that person's life making them not themselves.
All right, so simply put, abuse is when one person either illegally or unfairly takes advantage of another person. And this can happen when the one person feels that they need to exert power over another person unfairly.
What is violence?
Pain people cause both mentally and physically.
Why do people do it?
Take out anger for revenge.
Abuse is when someone is repeatedly violent towards someone, whether it's emotionally or physically. This happens when someone either wants to take their anger out on someone, they feel superior over one another, or they've been hurt before.
I guess abuse can't be really labeled to just one type. There's many different types, and the three that pop into my head are physical, verbal, and mental. And physical and verbal is like someone doing something to someone else. Physical is like hurting someone to the point where they have like bruises and broken bones possibly, and verbal is just verbally attacking somebody. It's using your words to hurt somebody, and mental is just kind of in you thinking all these thoughts and hurting yourself. Abuse happens for no reason that anybody could really pinpoint. I guess it could be just the abuser kind of going through something themselves and they decide to inflict pain towards others, or verbally put down somebody to make themselves feel better. Or if, like I said, mental abuse is like kind of us putting ourselves down, whether we're going through something and it kind of just makes us think those thoughts. But all in all, abuse is just hurting someone so you don't hurt yourself.
The way that I would explain violence is a physical attack to one being to another. Abuse would be a negative effect on something that you have control of. That's how I think people get violent, because people get emotional, then people get angry, and then people become aggressive, and that's when people turn violent. I don't think violence is really a thing with people. I think people just get pulled by emotions and they don't know what to do. So the way that they try to cope with it is by physically hitting things and becoming violent.